Hello and welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. For those of you that don't know, my name is Liz. Now we know that Daniel is injured, he's ill at the moment, so instead of you guys having to listen to that today, I thought I'd take you along for a wet and muddy gravel ride with me. Let's go. Now I feel like Lee set the bar very high in Kelpe, so there's a lot of pressure on me today. My route today then is around 20 miles, just looping around local trails. Today I'm covering Bridie Forest Park, the Skegby Trail, Teversil Trail, the Rowthorne Trail, Hardwick, Plesley Pit Top, so I'm covering some nice local areas on the trails. It's so wet and muddy, but I was determined I was getting out today. You're not going to believe this. I'm 2.5 miles in and I've got a flat tyre. Daniel did say to me before I left, please don't get a flat tyre today. I'm going to have to ring him.
Nice.
You're not going to believe this.
You're punctured.
I've got a flat rear tyre.
Oh, for God's sake.
I'm only 2.5 miles in and I'm near a road. Can I send you the drop pin and you come to me or not?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll just send you the drop pin then. And I'll see you there. Sorry, thank you.
Oh, bye.
Thanks, love you. Happy Valentine's Day, bye.
Happy Valentine's Day, bye.
So I'm just walking with the bike now to just ahead of me where there's a road crossing where I've sent Daniel the drop pin so he can come and meet me and hopefully he can sort this puncture out. Now I've had quite a lot of punctures in the short space of time that I've had this bike, so I think perhaps we need to look at me going tubeless or something like that, because this is getting a bit ridiculous and I can't actually change a puncture. So if he wasn't at home today working from home, I would have been stranded and had to walk back to the car. Whilst I'm waiting about 20 minutes for my knight in shining armour to get here, I thought I'd tell you about my new saddle that I've got on the gravel bike behind me. On the road bike I have a Cell Italia lady saddle. I really like the saddle, and this bike, it came just with the standard Oro saddle. Had a look online, realised that these saddles that I like are roughly £80-ish. So I thought, oh I know, I'll have a look on Vinted. Went on Vinted, I've managed to get one for £25 like new. So absolute bargain, Vinted deal right there. So far so good. Managed to get it muddy already. In the whole 2.5 miles that I've completed. Big ride, big ride. Here's my gorgeous Valentine.
I think it's time we tell people what we say to each other when we're really annoying each other. We always say, don't we, we're like, God, I love you, don't we? When we're like right at the wit's end, just to remind ourselves that we have like a 50-year mortgage, so you have to like see this through and push through these tough times. What on earth are you doing? Those tyres are absolute garbage, aren't they?
Yeah, I think we need to either go tubeless.
Both. You need some new tyres and tubeless.
New tyres and tubeless, because this is ridiculous.
Do you know how tubeless works?
Well, it just reseals, doesn't it?
It just reseals, doesn't it? Like, right. Pit stop. Actually, one thing I had forgotten is you haven't actually got one of these in your tool bag, and you need to get these to get the wheel off. So you wouldn't have much luck anyway.
That's good then.
I know. What do you think you've been through this time?
I don't know, I was only on that trail across the road, it just went pop.
Absolute garbage. Every other ride you've had a puncture?
Pretty much.
Do you know how much these are? £6 in a tube. £6. And I broke one last time I changed it as well. Do you want to know what I was doing when you called?
What, having your lunch?
You were so lucky. Because...
Let me guess.
Alright.
Frying eggs.
No. Right, so I've been unwell for the last week or so. I don't know if I've mentioned it.
Have you? We didn't know.
Anyway, so I'm feeling quite fatigued a lot of the time. And I was going to use my lunch break to have a nap. I thought Liz was out. The cat was on the bed, asleep, and I thought this just looks too inviting. I closed the curtains, I got in bed, and I was just about to set an alarm and you rang. So I thought I'd get an hour for lunch. I thought I can have 45 minutes sleep, cram something to eat, and then still back at work. So you've just ruined my nap.
Sorry.
How's your ride been up to yet?
Really muddy.
That's it.
It is ridiculously muddy out on these trails. Ridiculously muddy.
I'm expecting a lot of footage of you with that camera in your mouth. That's what kicked off for me to get that mouth going.
Well, I've done 50 million takes of everything.
Why? You feel like you're not... So it's...
I'm inexperienced
Yeah,
at the moment.
it's called... Francis Cade talks about it. It's called being vlog fit.
Yeah.
So if you've not done it for a while, like you get out of the swing of things.
I'm not vlog fit.
Yeah, you're going to get vlog fit. If you could just do a daily vlog from here on out.
Yeah.
How does Lee Tunnicliffe stay vlog fit all the time? At a moment's notice. Right, let's check this tyre because there's only one spare tube. Don't do it again.
Well, I can't make any promises, to be honest. How did you get that working anyway?
Just hold the power button now for ages.
Right, thank you. So I'm now heading up this path here and going up there onto the next trail. So do you want to follow me around in case it happens again?
No, I've got to go back to work.
Okay.
See you later.
Thank you, darling, for coming out and rescuing
Hey, darling.
me.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Let's go. We're back in business. Thank you very much, Daniel. It looks like I must have just caught a rock or something which caused it to go pop. Let's hope we can get a bit further this time before it happens again. So after that puncture, it's this kind of terrain that I worry about that I'm on now. It's a little bit bumpy, a little bit rocky. Shouldn't be a problem, but now I've had a puncture, it makes me think, oh no. It's gonna happen, could happen on here. Not gonna lie, I'm beginning to regret offering to do this video. This GoPro keeps playing up. Obviously I've wasted a load of time having my puncture, but I do really appreciate Daniel coming out and rescuing me, otherwise it would have been game over and I would have had to have just stopped. So I am very grateful. Daniel, that can be an exchange of me doing all your washing and tidying up after you when you got back from Calpe. You're welcome. This bit of the trail's a bit nicer. Nice yellow brick, hard surface. Not a bit of mud in sight on this bit. Minus the punctures, I'm absolutely loving this gravel bike. I was very lucky and had it as a Christmas present off Daniel, and I've just been having great fun on it these last couple of months. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love road riding as well. And you know, you can't beat riding in the Peak District. I love the old stone walls with the beautiful countryside behind them and the rolling hills. But I don't like the disrespect we have from car drivers and all the potholes and things on the road at the moment. So I have been doing less road riding and more gravel for the time being. Just coming up through Hardwick now. The rain has started. I had half thought about a coffee at Hardwick, but I'm not sure I deserve it with how long it's taken me so far with the puncture and everything. This was only meant to be a quick short spin out. Been out nearly all day. There we go then. We've had a wee stop, no coffee unfortunately. We've got Hardwick behind me, which we're heading out of there now. We're heading back towards the Rowthorne Trail to head towards Plesley Top after that. It's Wednesday, I'm off work this week as it's half term and I work in a school. Unfortunately, I've been quite ill myself since I broke up. Spent a lot of time on the toilet, but I won't go into any more information there. So today has been the first day where I've actually felt well enough to get out. So regardless of the weather, I was determined I was coming out today, getting some fresh air, getting out on my bike and just having a good time. It wasn't until I started riding on these trails that I realised just how amazingly they all kind of interlink with each other. We're very lucky, all these like cycle paths that will then take you to the next trail, or just very quiet country roads. So it's incredible. I'm really loving all the exploring new areas, exploring new cafes. It's great fun. I regularly, when out running, would kind of just see a path and think, oh, I'll go down there, see where that takes me. And Daniel will often say to me, how have you found this place? I'm like, well, just go out and explore. And now that's exactly what I'm doing on this bike. It's brilliant. So if you're considering a gravel bike, then I absolutely would recommend. So we're up on Plesley Pit Top now. Little blustery up here today, but on a sunny day it's gorgeous. Got mud on my face, in my mouth, in my hair. It's everywhere. Okay, I'm coming back into Bridie Forest Park now, which is where I started my route from today. I've got just over 2 miles to go, so not very far. And then we'd better get home and see how the little prince is doing after having to miss his lunchtime nap today. Bless him. I'm definitely getting ready for some lunch now. I've ended up out today for a much longer length of time than planned. So I'm looking forward to getting back, getting in the shower, washing all this mud off me and getting some lunch. Boom, there we go then. Ride done and dusted. Back at the car, 20 miles, moving time of 1 hour 50 minutes. That was fantastic. I can't explain how much mud is all over me. So yeah, off to clean myself up now. Thanks very much for coming along for the ride. Thankfully I had no more punctures and made it to the end. So see you next time.